The man who bought the old Packard plant in Detroit says it's kind of like war. You have to know going in if your plan to win or lose is going to work. And for him, there's no such thing as losing. So he's overcome the hurdles of ownership of the property and now tells our Carolyn Clifford he and his team are ready to begin the work to win.
When you walk through the old Packard plant on East Grand Boulevard in Detroit, most people just see 40 acres of blighted buildings filled with dirt.
I would like to have here the perfect town.
But not Fernando Palazuelo. He won the bid to purchase the 3.5 million square foot property for $400,000 and has grand plans for a structure that was built in 1903, but he says is still intact.
You're going to use what's standing here and sort of rebuild it, right?
Yes, of course. I mean, everything that has to do with the history, the columns, and the old windows, and that, they belong to the history. So.
He says most people who placed bids never saw the property, but he studied it and realized the buildings are strong, thanks in large part to these huge columns in reinforced concrete.
I know you told me you thought it would take like 15 years probably from start to finish, a little by little, to make this happen, as long as you can get the finances to make it happen.
Well, exactly. I mean, I'm not a millionaire.
In fact, he lost everything in 2007 when the real estate market crashed. So Palazuelo is taking a huge risk, but he's done it before in several other countries, including Barcelona, Spain, where he turned a depressed town into a mecca of success for the 1992 Olympics. He bought and converted 63 buildings, then sold them.
I can be useful, by buying property here and converting them.
He was offered $5 million for the Packard plant, which closed in 1958, but turned it down. Palazuelo says he's here for the long haul, but he needs $400 million in financing and customers like Amazon and Google to become tenants.
We have to bring here tenants, and we are not going to sell. So it's a,
You're not going to sell,
no.
But you'll have tenants.
Exactly, tenants. It's a long-term rental project.
He and his team have met with City Council to get permits, which allows cleanup work to begin this week. He also wants to put Detroiters back to work. He's even been in talks with scrappers destroying his building, telling them to stop risking their lives or possible jail time and work for him instead.
For such a little money, I'm able to give them 10 times more under a contract, be proud of their work and be part of the team.
The Spanish-born developer with a passion for history has been in Detroit for a year and says he plans to make it home.
I am already a citizen of Detroit now.
It took 6 months to get through red tape and take full ownership of this former automobile manufacturing plant, and where for the first time in 20 years, taxes are being paid to the city of Detroit.
You told me you're a risk taker, but you believe in the end.
We will do it.
We all hope so, right?
We will do it.
We will do it. I love that can-do attitude.
I just, everybody, there's not a person around who doesn't wish them the
Oh,
best luck to make
absolutely.
everything work out
Yeah,
there.
for sure.